Hi, everybody. I hope you're enjoying this rainy Friday. I just wanted to bring you some updates really around what to expect this summer, the plan for summer at Church of the Advent. But first, I just want to say it was so wonderful to see so many of you back this past Sunday. It was our first Sunday worshiping without any regulations. And then afterwards, we had a wonderful church picnic. I'm told that we had over 200 people in attendance there. So very successful weekend, wonderful time seeing many of you in that beautiful park under the trees as we ate lunch together. The plan for the summer is a little different than previous summers in certain ways. So I wanted to make sure you knew what to expect. It's been a very intense year, and we are strongly encouraging our team members to take time off this summer, because summer is typically a time when lots of people in our church are traveling, and so it's very light on programming, and that's pretty normal for churches in our area. So I've strongly encouraged our team to take time off. Dan Beelman and his family will be going on a sabbatical this summer. That was supposed to happen last year, but it got deferred because of COVID, so I'm very excited to see them go and get much needed rest this summer. I'm also going to be taking a few weeks off, mainly in July. Every year, I go away with my family and spend a few weeks in the middle of the summer, really resting and spending time on vacation with them, but also I always take a big stack of books. That's when I do a lot of my reading in preparation for the fall. And I'm very excited about what we're going to be doing in the fall, some of the themes that we're going to be focusing on. And so I'm going to be spending time this summer, like I do every year, reading and studying and praying and preparing for that. So that's going to be mostly in the month of July, a few weeks in July. And then right after I get back, Deborah's going to go away and spend some time on vacation. She's leaving right after I get back, so there's no time when we're both away. We want to make sure that one of us is always here. So she's going to be taking a few weeks off, late July, early August. And then our other team members, Brittany, Natalie, Susan, they're all going to be taking time off as well. So this is something that I've strongly encouraged. Our parish council has strongly encouraged, just to make sure that we are rested and ready for what's going to be a very full, very busy, but very exciting fall. So that's what's happening with us this summer. With this comes some opportunities for us to get to know some people who will be ministering and serving in our community in various ways. Some new and returning faces will be around this summer. First of all, the Reverend Victor Sheldon, who's been part of our church for years, but due to his service in the military, he has had to spend some of that time away in various posts. He's going to be available while I'm gone for pastoral needs and emergencies if they arise. I'm going to have the opportunity to introduce you to Victor this coming Sunday at our worship service. We're welcoming him back into our Advent family. He recently retired as a Navy chaplain. As I said, he's been part of our Advent family since late 2012. He's been away on various Navy assignments. We're delighted to welcome him back. And I'm very personally thankful to have his support as a fellow pastor here at Advent. He has a heart for evangelism and discipleship. And so I look forward, for those of you who have never met Victor, to have an opportunity to get to know him a little more this summer. We're also going to be welcoming the Reverend Rob Kretsch, who is another Anglican pastor who has been leading or co-leading along with our deacon Lisa, a class on healing prayer that some of you are a part of. He's going to be preaching a 4-week series this summer as I take a break from the pulpit, focusing on the role of the Holy Spirit and the power of the Spirit to bring various kinds of healing among God's people. And he's actually going to be looking primarily at the book of Acts, so it's going to complement the series that I've been doing. He's going to be doing a deeper dive into some of the passages that I've not had time to address in my overall series. And so I'm very excited for you to have the opportunity to learn from Rob about some of the ways that the Holy Spirit brings healing to God's people. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And then finally, I'm thrilled to announce that our next pastoral resident is going to be Jeff Simpson. Some of you know Jeff. He used to be a part of Church of the Advent before he went to serve in Charlottesville as the campus director for Cru. Jeff grew up in Maryland. He attended the University of Maryland. He went to seminary at Covenant Theological Seminary. As I said, he's been serving with Cru, but after interviewing a whole slate of people, it just became very clear to us that we felt like Jeff was the right fit, the right person, and the person that God was calling to serve in our community. So Jeff's going to be officially starting August 1st. And so I'm very excited to welcome Jeff to be a part of our community. The last person I want to tell you about is Anwar Otley. Anwar is the worship pastor at Tacoma Park Seventh-day Adventist Church. He's going to be taking Dan's place as our interim worship pastor and leading worship for much of the summer while Dan is away, along with our very own Annika Smith and Paul Hurley. So very excited to be led into the presence of the Lord through their leadership. There will be some opportunities to connect this summer. As I said, we typically don't have very much programming in the summer because so many people are traveling, but we have taken the time to organize summer supper clubs. So hopefully you've been signed up for that. If not, I encourage you to get connected to one of those. Those are going to be happening throughout the summer. Thanks to those of you who are hosting and helping organize. We're also going to continue to have weekly Compline over Zoom. We're going to continue to have monthly church receptions. And we're going to continue to provide nursery and preschool worship and play on Sundays during the service. If you do have an emergency this summer or just want to get in touch with someone, you can always email admin@adventdc.org. And lastly, I just want to say a big thank you and let you know how much we appreciate and how grateful we are to the many men and women in our community, those of you who are stepping up, volunteering, and helping us slowly regather and relaunch all of the various aspects of our worshiping life at Church of the Advent. Thank you so much. I've been praying for you this morning, as I do every Friday morning, and I've just been asking that God would bless you and that God would remind you how much He loves you and that you would feel His presence. And I look forward to seeing you Sunday.